Good morning children, welcome to the Narayana live classes. Today we are going to discuss assignment 3 of plant tissue. The topic is ground tissue. This assignment consists of 6 choose the correct answers and 2 short answer questions. So let us see what are the questions and their answers. The first to choose the correct answer is dash tissue form the bulk of the plant body. Ground tissue. Okay, which tissue? Ground tissue. B. So more cells of the ground tissue present in the plant. Next, the ground tissue is useful for dash food and providing physical support to the plant body. Useful for storing food. A. Option A. Ground tissue is useful for storing food. There are mainly dash types of ground tissues. How many types of ground tissues are there? 3 types. So option B. Okay, right. Fourth one. The cells of dash are soft, thin walled and loosely packed. Parenchyma cells. Parenchyma cells are soft, thin walled and loosely packed. Okay, alright. Next one, fifth question. Dash published his work as the book Anatomy of Plants. Okay, Nehemiah Grew. A. Option A. Who wrote the book called Anatomy of Plants? Nehemiah Grew. Next, sixth question. In the dash, the cells are thick-walled and tightly packed without spaces. Okay, sclerenchyma. Okay, if it is loosely packed, what is that? Parenchyma. But tightly packed is a sclerenchyma. Now let us see seventh question. How many types of parenchyma cells are there? What are they? There are 3 types of parenchyma cells. What are those? Chlorenchyma, arenchyma and storage tissue. Okay. So what is chlorenchyma? The parenchyma which contains chloroplast or chlorophyll. Chloroplast is called chlorenchyma. The parenchyma which contains chloroplasts are called chlorenchyma. Right. In the same way, the parenchyma that contains air. The parenchyma that contains air cavities. Okay, air cavities. Air cavities is called arenchyma. In the same way, the parenchyma that stores food materials. The parenchyma that stores food materials is called storage food materials. Storage tissue, storage chyma, otherwise storage tissue. So how many types of parenchyma cells are there? 3 types. What are those? Chlorenchyma, arenchyma, storage tissue. Okay, last question. What do you know about Nehemiah Grew? You know that Nehemiah Grew, first initially he was a practicing physician. He was a doctor actually. He worked as a secretary in London society. Okay, but he has got interest in the study of internal structure of the plants. He started working on the plant tissues in 1664. So this is called histology. So he started to write the book called Anatomy of Plants. He wrote the book called Anatomy of Plants. So now first point is he was a physician. Actually he was a physician. That means doctor. Worked as secretary in Society of London. Okay. And second one is he got interested interested in study of internal structure, study of internal structure of plants, internal structure of plants. Initiated studying of tissues in plants. And finally, he wrote a book called what is that? Anatomy of plants. Anatomy of plants. So this is the key of today's assignment, my dear children. Thank you.